It feels like pretty much every game you see on the front page of Roblox these days follows the exact same copy-paste the cookie cutter formula. Grow a garden, steal a brain rot, the Plants vs Brain Rots, and the two recent games that have popped up, Build a Zoo and Raise Animals, they all do this. Same formula for success. Simple games that are easy to understand, all of them having the exact same Lego looking stud art style of classic Roblox, even though none of them are retro in any way, having nothing to do with classic Roblox whatsoever, and being stuffed full of pay to win game passes, gambling loot boxes and spinning wheels, and over relying on FOMO, the fear of missing out, to stay relevant. Every update being a new limited time event, and every Saturday before updating they do admin abuse. And you don't want to miss that, as it might be your only chance of actually getting good stuff to progress the game. I'm sure I'm not the only one who is sick and tired of these games, but luckily there is one game that defies this formula, that doesn't need to rely on FOMO or bribe people with the promise of super rare items to keep them coming back and playing. A game that is simply popular because it's a well-made game. You probably already know which game I'm talking about, you probably read the title of this video. 99 Nights in the Forest. Hello everyone, it's your local lunatic here. I make videos reviewing Roblox games, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Also, click the little bell icon to be notified every time I upload. It'd be greatly appreciated and really help the channel. Today I'm reviewing 99 Nights in the Forest, a horror survival game that's currently rivaling the player counts of juggernauts like Grow a Garden and Steal a Brain Rot. While the game hasn't been able to beat their all-time player records, the game currently averages more players than them on regular weekdays, having over 1 million players playing every single day, whereas Grow a Garden and Steal a Brain Rot have begun to fall off. Steal a Brain Rot averages around 600 to 700,000 players now, and Grow a Garden averages around 200 to 300,000. That game has really fallen off. Still big numbers, but compared to where they were at only a few weeks ago, that's quite a big drop. 99 Nights does this without following the same cookie cutter formula. It's not a simple and easy game to understand, it's actually pretty complex, with a lot of things you need to do and take care of. And as you can see, it doesn't have the studs. I wouldn't say the game looks super modern or anything, it looks more like how games used to look back in the 2015 to 2017 era. So what do you do in the game? You need to gather wood for the campfire to stay warm. You also need this to expand the map. Leveling up the campfire clears the fog, allowing you to venture deeper into the woods, which you need to do to gather supplies. You also need to get food so you don't starve to death. You need to hunt animals for meat, fish, pick berries and veggies. Yeah, that's another thing you need a campfire for. You can't eat raw meat. You also need to gather wood and scrap to be able to craft upgrades for your camp with the crafting table. You can craft beds, which makes the time go faster, skipping multiple days, making you reach 99 nights faster. You can also craft the farm plots so you can make a farm, grow veggies. And don't worry, it's not like Grow a Garden. It doesn't take you real life days to grow. It only takes in-game days. And you also don't need to wait around for the seeds to get in stock. Actually, you don't need to get seeds at all, it just grows random crops. Some are rarer than others, but rarity doesn't really matter in this game, as you're not growing them to sell them, you're growing them to eat them. You can also craft the shelves, the bunny traps, a map, a compass, a bear trap, a cooking pot, and walls to defend your camp. It's time to talk about the actual horror part of the game, the monsters. As you're not alone in this woods, there's a large and monstrous flesh-eating deer-like creature that walks on two legs which resides in these woods, a Wendigo. And he's not alone, as there's also an owl and a ram. Yeah, okay, this game isn't scary at all. I've been calling this game a horror game very loosely. If you get nightmares from this game, you're a pussy. I'm sorry, but you are. This game is not scary in the slightest, it's more goofy really. I mean, look at this thing. Look at its big goofy eyes. You can't possibly be afraid of this thing. So how do you deal with these creatures? The deer, the mascot of the game, is the easiest one of them all. You literally just need to flash them with your flashlight, not your tits. I learned that the hard way. This thing hates lights, which is why it only comes out at night. This is another reason why it's important to keep your campfire alive. He can't enter your camp when there's light. Next up, we got the owl. He will play a little bit of red light green light with you. Don't move whenever he's staring at you or else he'll attack you. But you can easily just run away from him while he's staring at you, because just like the deer, he doesn't like lights, so just flash him and run. It really is as simple as that. And then last but not least, we got the ram. He will charge at you, so you have to either jump to the right or left to avoid him. And guess what? He also doesn't like lights. You can also just flash him and easily get away from him too. You know, I'm starting to see a pattern with these guys. There's also these cultist dudes that worship the deer that you need to look out for. And these dudes are everywhere. There are several cultist outposts and camps around the map and lookout towers. They also have churches and hang out at many abandoned buildings throughout the map. They also have a massive stronghold, and every now and then they'll come to you, they'll attack your camp. You can't just flash them away, you actually have to fight them. What do you do with all the corpses? Whatever you want. They make for good firewood. Now, why are you in these woods in the first place? You're here to find 4 missing kids, but you can also just not. Yeah, funnily enough, you don't actually need to save the missing kids to beat the game. You don't need to rescue a single one of them, but it will make the game easier for you if you do. Each kid allows you to skip 1 day, so if you rescue all 4 of them, you can skip 4 days. Trying to reach day 99 without rescuing a single kid or crafting a single bed will take 7 hours plus. But if you do those things, it's getting 9x multiplier, which is the max amount of multipliers you can get. You can probably reach day 99 in an hour or an hour and a half at most. But how do you rescue them and where do you find them? The kids are locked up in caves guarded by wolves and bears throughout the map, which you gotta find and defeat to unlock the gate. Apparently this game is based on a true story. In 2023, a plane crashed in the Colombian Amazon rainforest, where 4 children ages 13, 9, 4 and as young as 11 months somehow managed to not only survive the plane crash, but also 40 days all by themselves in the jungle, building a makeshift shelter, finding clean water, and living off of fruit, plants, and some supplies from the plane wreckage. The pilot, their mother, and a local indigenous leader had sadly passed away in the crash. The kids were eventually located and rescued by the military. I wonder how these kids feel about their traumatic story having been turned into a front-page Roblox game. That's probably making the developers of the game millions of dollars. Roblox games are very profitable, especially big ones like this. To give you an example, Bloxburg, a game that was very popular a few years back, is still pretty popular to this day. It got purchased for over $100 million by a big studio. So clearly these games generate a lot of money if a big studio like this are willing to invest $100 million to purchase it. Clearly they're expecting to make it all back and earn even more. And 99 Nights player count is way higher than Bloxburg has ever been. I would assume the kids know about the game considering how massive Roblox is now, and this being like the #1 game on there at the moment. Some of them, maybe even all of them, probably play Roblox. I don't know if the developers got consent or not to use their story. I've googled and I can't seem to find anything, so who knows? You guys let me know in the comments if you know. Now, to be fair to the developers, the game is based on the story. They have changed some details. By some, they mean 95% of the story. Obviously, there are no Wendigo or Owl or Ram. The kids also weren't kidnapped or locked up in different caves guarded by wolves and bears. There's also no cult. So there you have it, that's 99 Nights in the Forest. The game that currently averages more players than Grow a Garden and Steal a Brain Rot. I love to see it. I think the game is a ton of fun. The game is pretty easy once you know what to do and how it works. But when you first start playing, it can actually be pretty challenging. It's not like Grow a Garden where all you do is just purchase seed, plant the seed, wait for the seed to grow, harvest the crop, sell the crop, and repeat. 99 Nights is quite complex. It's a trial and error type of game. You learn from your mistakes with each run, and you use the knowledge you gather to figure out the best way to survive all 99 nights. Or you can just revive yourself with Robux each time you die, that's always an option. Or you can get a pro to carry you through the whole game. This one is a bit more difficult to do, thanks to the number of days you have survived being displayed above your head for everyone to see. I hate this feature as it makes it impossible to find a group with good people, as the pros are just gonna avoid you if they see that you're a noob. So I constantly just ended up in groups that was all dead by the time we reached day 5. Day 5! I did eventually meet someone who told me he was a pro and could carry me for the whole game. He even had a gold chain on his avatar that said pro. That's how you know he's a pro. My man died on day 22. Thankfully I had bandages so I revived him, only for him to die again at day 30. Bruh. For those really looking for a challenge, the game does offer challenges you can do. You can try to take down the cultist fortress and fight the Frog King, which is apparently a thing in this game. You can also try to survive 500 nights. Yes, you can go beyond 99 nights. The title of the game is a lie. There are badges in the game for reaching night 250 and 500, but you can go even further than that. I don't know why you would go beyond 500 though, as you get nothing for doing so. Can if you really want, I guess. Personally, I didn't attempt any of these challenges as simply this video would take too long to make, if I were to do all that. I beat the main game, I survived 99 nights and had pretty fun doing so. I think this game is quite fun. I'm glad to finally see something other than pay to win slop on the front page again. Maybe, just maybe, we can go back to having good games be the one dominating the platform again. Games that are popular simply because they're well-made games, instead of getting their popularity by making people feel like they're missing out on not being there. When in reality, all you're getting are some worthless pixels on the screen. Never mind! Look at how much these things are going for on eBay! Grow a Garden, Steal a Brain Rot, and all of those types of games are awesome! I'm gonna quit my YouTube channel right now and try to make selling seeds and brain rots my career instead. I'm kidding, obviously. There's no way I'm ever gonna be able to get all those items. There's a reason why people are willing to buy them on eBay. They're impossible to get otherwise. Even though 99 Nights doesn't rely on FOMO, it does do admin abuse, but the dev's approach to it is way different from what Jandal and Sammy do in Grow a Garden and Steal a Brain Rot. In 99 Nights, it's just a fun little update party with wacky events. It's kinda just for fun. You're not really missing out on anything by not being there. Even if you don't attend this party, it doesn't mean you're not able to make progress in the game. It's just a fun little event for players waiting for the update. Whereas you're kinda screwed if you miss the admin abuse in the other two. The only thing you get from attending the update party in 99 Nights in the Forest is diamonds, which you can also just obtain by playing the game. There's one thing I really hate about this game though, and that's what you spend the diamonds on. The classes. I don't hate the classes themselves, I hate how the class shop works, as it uses the same stupid stock system as Grow a Garden Seed Shop. Where you can't just purchase the one you want, you have to wait for a chance for it to appear in the shop. With this shop refreshing once per day, you might have to wait days before you can purchase the class you want. Why is this here? My bar for giving games like this a good review is pretty low, considering I've just been playing nothing but slop for the past few weeks. Maybe Grow a Garden will make a comeback once the movie comes out. Yes, for those who don't know, it was recently announced that Grow a Garden is getting its own movie. How the f*** are they supposed to make a movie about Grow a Garden? What the hell is the plot supposed to be about? Characters waiting for crops to grow and seed stocks? Cause that's all you do in the game. The game is as fun as watching paint dry. This is not like a Roblox movie about the whole Roblox platform or anything that just happened to feature Grow a Garden. No, this is a full-blown movie about Grow a Garden and Grow a Garden alone. I don't even think they're allowed to use the Roblox name or Roblox characters in the movie. They probably have to come up with their own designs. Probably gonna end up looking like Arthro. So yeah, that's a thing that's happening apparently. Another Roblox game is also getting a movie, and that's Jailbreak. I actually believe they can truly make a good movie out of that game. Tell a story about a crew of criminals breaking out of prison, robbing banks and jewelry stores while being hunted by police. It would probably be a family-friendly cops and robbers movie. I think this one has a lot of potential. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe to let me know. And also click the little bell icon to never miss an upload. I can't seem to think of a clever joke to end this video on, so I'm just gonna simply say bye bye!